We think we've acquired a little bit of a lot of things, scoring and speed in Benoit Hogue, tenacity in DiPietro, toughness on defense in Grant Jennings, and our role player, Domi.
Ended up coming to Toronto and playing that night against Detroit. Got in, team was already done warm-up and everything. I just had to get dressed and play the game that night.
He's probably one of the most popular Leafs to ever play or ever don the jersey, and it's not so much because of the way he skates or the way he shoots or the way he helps his teammates out. It's because of his heart, and I think people are drawn to that, and that's why he's as popular as he is.
This guy here has one of the best work ethic I've met any of the athletes I've trained. He comes in every day. We train 5-6 times a week, and he's always here. He shows up early, and he does the whole workout.
Come on, come on.
All right, all the way through. You may hear him yelling and screaming, but he follows instructions. He does what I tell him to do, and he does it hard. And you can see it's not water. He's sweating right from the onset. He's going. So I've trained a lot of athletes, and he comes in. He knows what his ability is, and I try to get him to do above that every single time. And as you can see, no one else is here at this time. He's always here early. So it shows, and he's ahead of schedule, as I said before. He works hard every single day he comes in.
He's not a big man, but he's very powerful. And he works at his conditioning, and he's gravity low. So he's going to come at you, and he's going to throw all force at you.
We do this more for a specific movement. The endurance work is for mimicking the time he's on the ice. We go really hard for 45 seconds to a minute, and we take a minute and a half.
Hold it. 45 seconds or a minute? Bullshit. We go for a minute, not no 45-second shit.
This is the arguments we have all the way through.
Yeah, well, let's go 45 then. Don't say 45 a minute, because you go a minute. You never go 45. You're full of it.
We start at a minute, then I take it down to 45 seconds. Today, the routine.
So today is 45 seconds then?
No, today is.
Oh, is what? Did he just say? Did you hear him say that?
It's both. We start with a minute. At 16 minutes into it, we go down to 45 seconds.
He's an excellent skater. He's very fast. He can get in. He can forecheck, and he's strong. I think that's the biggest misconception as far as people see him. And he says he's 5'10". I'd say he's about 5'8", but he's certainly got to be one of the top 3 or 4 strongest guys in the league.
The easiest thing is to get there, but the toughest thing is to stay there. Because these guys wanting your job every year. New guys coming in every year, and they're working hard. You got to work just as hard, if not harder. And I've learned that, and right now I feel really good. And obviously, I'm older, and obviously smarter and wiser. But I think eventually, down the road, I'm going to say to myself, you know what? I did what it took to be the best athlete I can. And at the peak of my career and at the prime of my career, and I'm not ashamed of it. And, whatever happens, and obviously the goal is to win a Stanley Cup, and this is part of winning a Stanley Cup. It's training in the summer and getting prepared.
He can play the game, as you've seen. He can shoot the puck. He's got a great shot. Wish he'd shoot more. He can make plays, and he's the best body checker on the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Playing with Doug Gilmour and Matt Sundin was, an opportunity of a lifetime.
He's been looking out for me since I came here, and he came here, and he's done that job with excellence. And I have a lot of nights where I had to thank Ty after the game, and I know it's just his job, but he's always been there for myself.
When you talk about our hockey game, our NHL game, the guys that you want on your team, that your foot soldiers that you want behind you or in front of you want them on a team.
There isn't a teammate that he wouldn't be willing to back up, and By the same token, he gives it his all. He knows that in this career we have a very short window, and he'd love nothing more than to win a Stanley Cup. And that type of effort, that type of commitment, that's what it takes to succeed. And he's an ideal teammate.
Hey, enough's enough. I'm gonna kill him. Hey, that's twice. I'm gonna fucking knock him out now. You're dead. You're dead.
I just cannot think about sitting in the afternoon the day of a game and knowing that you might have to fight this big guy, this heavyweight, this guy, saying, okay, what's he gonna do? How is he gonna come after me?
He stayed in good shape, I think, mentally and physically. And most of the fights he wins.
Ty Domi, Rob Ray, 2 heavyweights for the second time this season.
Wow.
What Ty has done for us in New York and obviously has done so well in Toronto for the last 8 years or 9 years, that he's given the team respect. And they know that if they mess with the players on his team, never mind whether it's Matt Sundin or anybody on the team, that they're going to eventually have to deal with Ty.
His job is to go out and play intense and be a part of that hockey game, but at the same time, needle people. Get under their skin, get them off their game, and he's good at it.
How old are you? 32? 32 and I'm 22. 10 years difference and I make double what you make. Ah! You're getting like that your whole career. Hold on. Hold on. Bob McGill pumped the other night. I seen it. You give me so many lefts, you're begging for a right. Yeah, hey, I don't care if I win one. That's not f***ing to me. I don't care. I fight for my team. I'm not like you selfish. You want to go as soon as we get out? Razzle dazzle?
Ty and Jonathan could do the same thing. They could go like that till they get tired and let this here one go and then grab a hold and switch right over and be just as effective with his left, which how many guys can do that? And it really throws the other guy off because he can only throw a right. And that's how he wins most of his fights, is because he can switch hands.
I got a lot of respect for Ty. I mean, for being a guy that's, I don't know, 5'10", for a guy his size that can handle himself like he does, I got a lot of respect for him.
He's just a smart fighter. He likes to spin sometimes. He likes to stay back and throw the bombs. You know, he can hold on with the best of them, or he can just throw toe-to-toe.
If they mention my name and say, you know, that kid works hard out there, maybe not the most talented, but if they know I give it my all out there and they got their money's worth, then that's pretty satisfying. Matt's and I are the only guys left in Toronto now since we both got here, and then 7 years later. So we've seen a lot of teammates come and go, and I just always try to make everybody feel comfortable and welcome in Toronto. And you know, it's been a great ride, and I know it's not stopping yet, but it's a special thing being a Maple Leaf, and you wear that shirt with a lot of pride and a lot of history. There's not a day that goes by that I don't kiss my lucky charms being a Maple Leaf for so long.
Welcome to the final night for the Maple Leafs at the Gardens in Toronto.
I was 5.5 years that I played in Toronto. To see that building shut down and to watch the players that came on the ice.
Imagine the thrill of wearing the blue and white on this historic evening.
Being part of that, not just Toronto Maple Leafs, but being in the game. Then after the game, the closing of the Gardens, and having my son on my lap was something that I'll cherish the rest of my life. And I'm really glad my son got to sit there and really take it all up. And you know, he can always watch that tape and just remember that he was part of it, and it was a very special moment.
That kind of typified that night, because that was the way it was through the whole building. There was many father and son acts that were there that night to see the last game in the Gardens, and some of the fathers, they had saw a game there 25, 30 years earlier. So it was a special moment for Ty and his son, but for a lot of the players, but it typified the Gardens closing for sure.